One. Eyes and ears here, please. Okay, year 3. We have been talking about different text types, haven't we? Yes? We've been talking about narratives, which are imaginative text types. And we've been talking about informative, a little bit, and persuasive. So, today we're going to learn a little bit more about procedural text, relating back to our narrative that we've been reading, George's Marvellous Medicine. Now, when we read George's Marvellous Medicine, do you think that George had some very good techniques in making his potion?
No.
No? Why not? Someone?
He didn't follow steps. He just put whatever he wanted into the
He
potion.
did. And what happened as a result? Anyone can tell me?
Grandma got really big, then Grandma got really small, and then she just disappeared.
How terrible is that? Imagine if he disappeared. It'd be awful. Okay. Maybe not his grandma. She was a bit horrible, wasn't she? Okay, so today we're going to learn exactly what makes a really good procedural text and all the parts that we need in it so that someone else could follow the directions that you are writing. So we're not going to write that today. We'll do that next lesson we have. So today we're going to look at all the elements. We're going to identify and describe the purpose, the reason for the text. Is it informative? Is it imaginative? Or is it, what's the third type?
Persuasive.
Persuasive, great. And we're going to look at the structure, so how it's set out. Does anyone understand that? Thumbs up if you understand. Great, okay. And we're also going to look a little bit at the language of procedural text. Okay, so can anyone tell me any procedures that they've come across? I'll come back to what I'm looking for later. Oh, anyone? Okay, hang on a second. Oh, it's not working today. Never mind. I'll go through. So what are some procedures that you have seen before? Has anyone seen recipes or
My mum uses recipes when
your
she
mum
cooks
used
dinner.
recipes? That's it. So excellent. And anyone else follow step-by-step instructions of how to do something or make
In
something?
PE, we learned how to kick a ball with
Right.
steps.
Great. And anyone else? Michael?
I made a box with my dad and we had to follow steps.
Excellent. So Michael, what would happen if you wanted to, hang on a second, I just had a visitor at the door. Where we were. Okay, so procedural text. We were talking about what kinds we use. So what do we use them for? Oh, goodness me. I might have to pop up here. Excuse me. Okay, so, is everyone fine if I stand on this side? Okay. What might we use a procedure for if we were an adult? If we were working, we have a job.
So the construction worker would need to follow one for a bridge.
Yes, we need them for building bridges. What would happen if we built a building and the concrete was wet?
It would
And-
fall over.
It would fall over if we
Didn't follow the first instruction.
didn't follow the first instruction of setting the cement and letting it get hard. What about if we were a dentist and we didn't follow the procedure, or a doctor?
You could get sick.
You could. Right. What about if we wanted to make something? Can anyone see?
It's a
This is
burger.
a recipe. This is a recipe for a burger. Now, most people know how to make a burger because we do it so much. And some procedures we do a lot, we just have in our brains. We know what we need. We think about what we need, and then we go along in step by step and we do it. But if we wanted to do something that we didn't know how to do, what's something that you would like to do, Michael, that you don't know how to do?
Dance?
Dance?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should do a think, pair, share. Think, pair, share with your partner so you can think about it. It's something we might not have thought about before.
Where we could, I'm gonna make a castle out of Lego.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Any ideas? Hands up if you have a great idea.
Making a castle out of Lego.
Awesome.
Mm.
Any Any other ideas that you'd like to do and you don't know how to do it? Yes, Michael?
Building a cubby house.
That's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
Treehouse.
That'd be a lot of
Yeah.
planning, wouldn't it? If you
Yeah.
wanted to build a tree house and you'd have to figure out how it stayed in the tree
Yeah.
and what support it would need. Great. So we've discussed procedures, some of the things that we use them for. We use them for health, looking after our health, to do things quickly or safely. What about the procedure we have is when we come in the door and we do certain things before we line up? We take out our books and our fruit and our water, yes, all the things that we need, and then we line up. We have a procedure, don't we?
Yes.
Great. And what does it help us do? Something to do quickly or safely?
Both.
Both. Excellent, Summer. Okay. And also helps us know how to act appropriately, doesn't it?
Yes.
When we have visitors, like we did at the door just then, you were all so perfectly behaved. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. And so when we follow instructions, and like the builder, we let the cement set before we do the next stage, it helps us make things properly. When we write them, which we're going to do in a couple of lessons' time, we write them to communicate clearly and exactly how to make something. What if our procedure wasn't in order? What might
It
happen?
wouldn't work.
Wouldn't happen, yeah. Wouldn't happen as the way you'd like it to. So what we're going to look at is we're going to look at, I think we've already discussed that, haven't we?
Yeah.
We kind of know that. Procedural text informs us how to make or do something like we've discussed. Okay, so, going to, here's some other things that we might want to do. Has anyone ever made slime?
Mum won't let me.
Won't let you? What about a Google slide? No? We'll be making one of those later this term. Okay, so that might be something you like to do. We've been doing a little bit of coding and that required procedures. Who has ever set up an Xbox? You have?
I did with Dad.
Is it? Yeah, sometimes we need our parents' help, don't we, with procedures. Okay, so we're going to, look at this procedure. You're going to tell me, you're going to tell me what it's about. So, what do you think this procedure, we notice it's got the steps, we know all about steps, we know that the ingredients are at the top, and they're in a different section. What does the title tell us about? Yes, Summer.
That we're making a berry swirl yogurt pop, so a recipe.
Excellent. Who would like to make these?
Yes. Yeah, I
This would be really cool, wouldn't it? We could make these in class. Okay, Michael, did you have an idea there?
No.
To speak? Okay, so you tell me this is the title, it's the heading. Next we have a subheading, and what is it, Michael? What is it?
It says ingredients.
It's ingredients, and what does it do here? What does it say?
It tells you what you need to have before you start the procedure.
Excellent. Okay, so why do you think it's at the top here?
Because you need the ingredients before you
Procedure, excellent. If we had all the ingredients, we'd be organised, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next subheading, so subheading for ingredients, before we move on, sometimes we have procedures have things you need, that just says what you need. Or it might say, what else might it say?
Materials.
Materials, that's it. And sometimes it also has an aim or goal, especially if it's a science experiment like the ones we've looked at over here. Okay, so going back to our procedure, there's a heading, a subtitle, another subtitle, or the first one telling us what we need, the next one, how to do it. And sometimes they call it method. What else might they call it? Zoe?
Steps.
Steps. Excellent. Steps is a really good one, isn't it? Because that's exactly what it is. And are these all jumbled up, mixed in together,
They're in order.
in long sentences like a narrative, or they're not telling us to persuade us to do something? Please blend the yogurt. It's not being emotional, is it? It's just telling us blend the yogurt. It's kind of using our bossy verbs that we spoke about, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Blend the yogurt. What else can we see here?
Add berries.
Add berries. It doesn't say please, doesn't say thank you, it just says add them. Excellent. The steps are numbered, and sometimes at the end, go to this slide here, this is our parts of structure that we'll leave up on the board for you later for our next activity. It'll say a conclusion. It might say a final comment that links back to the title. So if it was a recipe, it might say, what might it say, Mike?
Enjoy your berry smoothie.
It might say enjoy your berry smoothie. If it was a berry smoothie that you're making, sometimes they'll have diagrams and pictures. And have you ever seen a procedure where it had the diagrams and pictures, where it was really complicated? Maybe origami folding or something like that? Okay, so we're moving on to our next activity. We are going to do a bit of highlighting.